Good afternoon, all. Our team certainly, felt terrible about what happened, and but they improved. And if you look at the time that they spent in the last 2 years, 70 points scored against Kansas and a 3 points scored for Kansas. I think the improvement is pretty obvious, and I think our team wants to win and enjoys the pursuit of that want. So, yeah, I enjoyed their effort and energy, and we needed a drive. One more drive, we win. So, questions?
Please raise your hand. We'll bring you a mic.
Coach, what does this this senior class mean to you? This first senior class here?
They're a great group of people. They're quality leaders, and they've made a difference. There's no question. They've changed the culture. It's work hard and smile doing it, and I enjoy their company very much.
You mentioned the seniors. Is it hard to get that out of a group where, like, they're only going to play for you for 1 year, right? So, I mean, it's probably easier for younger guys who are going to be around to maybe totally buy in, or what's your take on that?
Yeah, I think you make a great obvious view and observation, but I've never treated them that way. I've never saw it that way. I mean, I think, certainly if you wanted to sit down and go over it, I think you'd be correct. But the senior class is my senior class, and the relationships of the people that I've met and enjoyed on this team, it'll be lifetime. And I expect that we'll communicate often. So, no. Yeah, I see him as being a part of what we're going to achieve here.
Was there a point where you kind of knew for certain guys like Bryce, Hakeem, and Carter had totally bought in?
Yeah. About the third day. Just about the third day with a big smile on their face and with an arm around the coach. Hey, Coach, I am just thinking of Hakeem right now. Hey, we got you. Let's go. He was just a right guy.
If you have a question, raise your hand and we'll bring you a mic.
How would you evaluate Puka Williams' season? And I guess has he kind of lived up to your expectations for what he'd do?
He all you need to do is watch Puka run one run, and you realize that he is a special individual. His, everybody says he's got a quick first step. His change of direction is better than I have ever seen. So his strengths are speed and change of direction, and I don't know that his burst and his I don't know that he's just not one of the best backs that at those two criteria that I've been around.
If you have a question, please raise your hand.
It seemed like Puka was a little bit frustrated down at Oklahoma State because there just wasn't any run game production. Did you see that day, and then how did you kind of see him respond in the week that followed?
Yeah, I don't know that I saw that day. I could understand it though. One thing about Puka Williams, he is a team guy, and when he's getting the ball and he's getting yards, it makes a difference, and it makes a difference to the team, and it makes a difference to him because he's contributing, and yeah, I expect that would be the case, but I see Puka as a very unselfish guy.
Your first season here is almost done. What's been the biggest challenge so far in year one?
Well, I don't know that there's any challenge more significant than others, but it's a first year with a new team and staff. It comes with some growing pains, but none that you don't expect and none that you're not comfortable with, and we're going to step over some puddles of water, but we're going to land on dry ground, and we're going to go quickly. So.
Hey, Coach, I'm just curious in the front here. Do you remember your first interaction with Carter Stanley, or maybe some of your early interactions with him, and what it was like getting to know him just in the first place?
I don't know that memory serves me there, but I looked at him and remember saying to him, "So, who's going to start?" He kind of smiled, said quietly, by gesture, "Me." Well, that's what I wanted him to say. I wanted him to take ownership. So, yeah.
Was he a guy you had to recruit to stay? Because he obviously could have left as a graduate transfer.
He wanted to see if he was going to be that guy, and I never broached that subject with him. Yeah, but he wanted to be the guy here. I think it would have been maybe I don't know. To be honest with you, I think he may have stayed even if it had turned out another way, because I think he cares about this place.
And then can you assess his season to date, Carter's season?
Well, it's I just wish that he had more time with us in this program, because if he did, he'd just be so much more comfortable. So kind of like that quarterback that played for Iowa State. Boy, he had a big day against us and really managed the game well. So.
Coach, you emphasized that you wanted the team to start fast in the last couple of weeks. How would you grade the way both sides of the ball started against Iowa State on Saturday?
Well, we went down and got 3 and the lead. Okay, I thought that was a nice start. Would well have enjoyed a 7-point lead as opposed to a 3, but we couldn't there for a while get in the end zone, and that ended up making a difference. I think the defense played awfully hard, and I think they're coming again. And another year in this program make a difference to them as well. And I thought special teams, with a covering kicks, and I think the things that they did were correct and right. So I think it was all 3 of us. I think it was a offense, defense, special teams working together to complement one another, and that's how a team's put together. So.
Kirby, in the back.
Les, starting next week, how important is these next 3 weeks for recruiting to get out on the road?
Oh, we'll be out on the road, I suspect, Sunday night. So, but it's we've been received very well in the homes, and high school coaches have enjoyed our presence. So we'll be back on the road.
Coach, when you came in this year, you really were assembling a complete staff from scratch. A huge challenge, taking over a program that hadn't won a lot of football games. What's the difference this coming up, winter and spring, going to be compared to last year? Things more in place, get a lot more done.
Yeah, you're building on a foundation at this point, and you can expect more from your kids. You can expect more from your coaches. you expect and be more productive just based on the fact that what's in place, a good sound foundation of discipline and wanting to be and showing them how to be the team that they want to be.
It's not exactly the same, but your first year at Oklahoma State, you ended the season against a ranked Oklahoma team. You won that game. In what ways did that specific victory kind of change the tides, if it did, at Oklahoma State? And I guess in what ways did it help the program?
Yeah, it absolutely did. And, you get a marquee win, and it's an opportunity now for those guys to see that they can achieve and that they can do some special things, and why not? Why wouldn't we? So,
Do you see
yeah.
the same opportunity in front of you on Saturday?
Yeah. I think there's a lot of opportunities in front of us this Saturday.
Coach, with Carter graduating after this season, where have you looked for quarterback options for next year, whether that be transfer portal, recruiting, or maybe even just in-house?
Yeah, we're evaluating quarterback candidates consistently, nonstop. So we're looking for guys that, first of all, would have the ability and the skill and the talent, but we're also looking for those guys that have leadership ability and can step onto a campus and be kind of comfortable.
Any other questions?
Kind of along those lines, what have you seen out of Thomas McVitie as he's been, kind of in a backup role, just practicing exclusively?
Well, Thomas has been nicked. He's not, just healthy at this point, but he will be very quickly. And I would see some good things. He's big, tall, can see the field, has a strong arm, can make those throws, and likes the ability to run the football. So we would see him as a very viable candidate.
Has he been able to practice a lot during the season, or you mentioned he was nicked?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Just really the back end that he was nicked.
And then with Torrey Lachlan, will you kind of move him back to quarterback once the offseason is here? I know right now you're using him as running back or a wildcat, but
Yeah, we'll have to see how that goes. He's a talented man, and we enjoyed his play. So he won't play in this next game based on red shirt, but we enjoyed him. He's going to be a good player.
David?
Les, you're playing a team on Saturday, maybe the surprise team in college football, who was actually maybe behind this program 2 years ago. What jumps out at you about Baylor, and what does it say about your program moving forward, the fact that they were able to make such a big leap in such a short time? Well,
they had progressed significantly. They're I think they were 1 win, 10 losses, and then kind of a 7-6 team, and then now they're 10 wins and 1 loss. And I see the players that were part of Baylor's team at the onset are still there and in a position and continuing to make strides. And to me, that's what you do. And, congratulations to Baylor, put themselves in the position that they're in at this point. So, yeah, I think they've evolved, and certainly it'd be something that a number of teams would want to enjoy doing as well.